My wife friend-zoned me and told me she felt disgusted after sleeping with me, so I started acting extremely cold with her. She completely lost it. We'd been married 12 years when she sat me down after our third therapy session and said the words that killed me. I only see you as my best friend now. I'm not attracted to you anymore. For 3 years, she'd been refusing intimacy. I thought it was stress from raising our 2 kids. Turns out she'd just been tolerating me this whole time. She even said she'd built up resentment toward me because I spent too much time with the kids instead of her. The therapist kept asking her why. What changed? When did the attraction die? Every answer was, I don't know. She couldn't give me a single reason. Then one night, everything got worse. She came home drunk around midnight and basically crawled into bed begging me. I said no at first, but she kept pushing and crying until I gave in. Biggest mistake of my life. Next morning, she woke up and wouldn't even look at me. I feel disgusted with myself, she said, her voice cold. I have a rule about never sleeping with friends. That's what you are to me now. A friend. I felt like I'd been punched in the stomach. I asked her what I could possibly do to fix this. What was so unattractive about me? Her answer? I don't know. You're just not what I want anymore, but you're a great co-parent and provider. She wanted to keep our roommate dynamic, as she called it. Basically, I handle half the parenting, pay most of the bills, and she gets to live her life without any of the marriage part. That's when something inside me just switched off. I told her, fine, we're roommates now, starting immediately. I started implementing what they call the 180, complete emotional detachment. I stopped doing any of the little things I used to do for her. No more morning coffee made her way. No more helping with her work projects. No more picking up her dry cleaning. No more being her emotional support. She asked me to help her move some furniture in her home office. I said no. She looked absolutely shocked. Are you serious right now? Why are you being so petulant? You're in charge of your own life now, I said calmly, just like any roommate would be. We didn't speak for 2 days except about the kids' schedules. A week into this new dynamic, she came to me crying one night. Something is wrong with you. You're being so cold and indifferent. This isn't like you at all. I just sat there and listened without reacting. When she finished, I simply said, this is the dynamic you wanted. I'm just focusing on myself now, like you've been doing for 3 years. She tried to hug me. I stepped back. The look on her face was pure devastation, but I held firm. Then I did something that really set her off. I texted her an itemized spreadsheet splitting every single household expense 50-50. Rent, utilities, groceries, internet, streaming services, even the kids' activities. Everything divided perfectly down the middle. My phone started blowing up within minutes. She was calling me insane, saying this was completely out of left field and unnecessarily cruel. I replied, friends split things 50-50. You made it very clear we're just friends now. This is actually generous because you'd be paying 100% if you lived alone. She showed up in my office that night, absolutely losing it. You're being cruel. I'm your wife. No, I said quietly. You told me you're my friend. You've told me that repeatedly. Friends don't get husband benefits. She started crying harder than I'd seen in years. I didn't mean it like this. I just needed space to figure things out. You've had 3 years of space, I said, and you chose this dynamic. I'm just respecting your choice. The next morning, she was waiting for me in the kitchen. Can we please talk about this? We already talked, I said, pouring my coffee. You made yourself clear. I'm simply accepting the reality you presented. It's been 2 weeks now. She's been trying everything to get my attention. Dressing up, cooking my favorite meals, even suggesting we go on a date. Yesterday, she asked if we could watch a movie together like we used to. I said I had plans. I didn't. I just sat in my office reading. But I remember how she looked at me that morning after, the disgust in her eyes, how she made me feel like I'd violated some boundary just by being her husband. So I stay the course, because I finally realized she wanted all the comfort and security of having a husband without actually being married to me. And I'm done being taken for granted.